title. It's what everyone's talking about. It's what everyone is on everyone's lips at this present time. We slapping folks on today. Period. This thought I'd have a little catchy title was not. You know what I'm saying? I made a video about this situation with the Will Smith, the Chris Rock, the Oscar situation. I made one early this morning, late last night, however you want to look at it. And I came in kind of hard on that video because I was really upset because I knew what the conversation was going to be, and it was just like I don't know, it was just like blah blah blah. But as I predicted last night, or this or whatever it could be, what I thought was the conversation is for me more about boundaries. What's up, Miss Deeper to you, baby? How you doing? It's about boundaries and crossing boundaries on both sides. Did Will Smith cross the boundary of putting his hands on someone? Yes, he did. Did Chris Rock cross the boundary in what he said to provoke Will Smith? Yes, he did. And now my thing is this. One thing I don't like, what I've been hearing, is we as black people need to behave a certain way differently than other people. And while that may be true, what's up? How you doing, babe? While that may be true, or that may be what a majority of people think, we can expect people to treat us the same when we're acting differently. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? We can expect people to treat us the same and we want equality when we ourselves are telling us, each other, that we must behave differently. Now, it doesn't matter. I'll listen to the Breakfast Club. And Charlamagne said something like he don't care if it was an Oscar. He just was upset that it was those two people that got into it. And those aren't really my sentiments because I don't care what was done. I think that boundaries was crossed, like I said, on both sides. But when is enough enough? What's up, Marie, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? When is enough enough? You can expect people to sit there and constantly getting picked on and no one ever responds. See, like I said, Will and Chris was friends once upon a time. But Chris has also said some things disparagingly about Jada previously. Now, I'm not part of the conversation, so I don't know if Will asked him to stop previously or please don't do that previously was not. But I do know people think that they have the right to say whatever they want to say without any consequences whatsoever. You know, and that's not cool because there are consequences for every action and reaction. Eggs, see, and that is my point exactly. All this, oh yeah, we need to behave a certain way. We need to present ourselves a certain way. They're never going to respect us regardless. They're never going to accept us regardless if they don't want to. It doesn't matter how professional we are, how intelligently we speak. If they don't want to accept us, they're not going to accept us. So why are we constantly begging and pleading and compromising who we are and what we feel in order for someone else to respect us? Like I said, for me, now that I have some time to sleep on it and think about it, whatever. Although I still stand by everything I said yesterday or this morning when I first made the video, you know, it's now about boundaries being crossed. And we constantly allow people to cross boundaries with us without correcting them on that behavior, but then yet expect different results. In that moment, Will did what he thought he had to do. And he, like I said, he actually proved the point. Like I said in the first video I made, People are going to think twice about making fun about of him to his face or saying something inappropriate about his family. Period. It's about proving points. You can only push someone so far. You can't talk to me any kind of way. You will not talk to me any kind of way. And that's any man or any adult in a situation. You have to demand respect from people. You can't sit here quietly asking and humbly asking someone to respect you. And what I find kind of funny is, and this is no against not against anyone on here, but it may offend some people, and you're welcome to be offended. But think about why you're offended. There are a lot of people on here who talk a big game. What they gonna do, who they ain't, what they gonna do, they'll slap a bitch, they'll do da 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 da. It's all talk until you have to actually do that, until you're actually in that situation, until you're actually, you know what I'm saying, confronted with what you said you would do. And not everyone's going to resort to physical violence or anything like that. But is your bark really bigger than your bite? Or is your bite bigger than your bark? If you're not willing to, you know what I'm saying, demand respect from people, all the energy that you put out, if you can't match that in real life, if you're not going to match that in real life, sometimes like I said, something like when I was watching the Breakfast Club and they were talking about it, DJ Envy was like, sometimes some things are worth it. Sometimes some things are just worth it. We don't know the conversation that has been had in the Smiths household. We don't know what type of damage or pain or anguish, whatever the case may be, that Jada's going through. And then you have someone who already have said some malicious things about you in your face doing the same thing, possibly causing hurt and harm to my partner, my wife. I'm just saying. We don't know these things without. We can say what we would do, what we could do, but I guarantee you, any woman on here, if your man didn't say something to defend you, when someone says something that hurts you or harm you, you will look at your man kind of differently. Because y'all have already said that before. A man was there to supposed to protect and uplift. This conversation I want to have with you guys today is something that I've been trying to have this weekend, whatever, but I was busy, whatever, so I didn't do it. But I'm happy that this situation happened because it's a direct correlation to what I want to talk about anyway. The question I had this weekend that I want to talk to some people about is this Protect Black Women campaign agenda, is it similar to welfare state, a welfare state of mind? Because y'all remember when, well, if y'all may not know, welfare, if you get welfare or if you were on welfare or back how it started, is that you couldn't have a man in the home in order for you to get that government assistance. You couldn't have a man in the home in order for you to get that government assistance. It was as though that they were intentionally trying to break up families. What's up, Miss Queenie baby, Innocence Overdose baby? How you doing? Welcome, you guys. Oh, oh, Sam's baby. Thank you for saying it because I was just ready to, because that was just my opening, but you know, saying I was getting ready to talk about this. You know, is it that this Protect Black Women is the same thing as this welfare state of mind? Because we want these women to be empowered. We want them to be seemingly, quote unquote, self sufficient, which means you don't need a man to protect you. You don't need a black man to protect you. Let's break up that family unit with that because we know that together y'all are stronger than what it is. Keep it to the Sims overdose point is that we're screaming that black men don't protect their women. Black men don't speak up or speak out or fight for their black women. We have to protect the black woman from quote unquote the black man because you know what I'm saying they're not there anyway. But soon as it happens where a black man does protect his black woman, defends his black woman, speak up for his black woman, oh, you went too far. You're doing too much. And don't do it in front of these good white folks. Don't do it in front of these good white folks because they're going to look at us differently. They're going to look at us strangely. What is it that you want? What is it that you're expecting? What is it that you're trying to say? See, it's mixed messages out there. On one hand, we have this whole protect black women campaign going on, this whole agenda. But when you see it and see at sometimes how you have to do it to protect your black woman, it rubs you the wrong way. It's not good to do that because all you're doing is giving them something to talk about. So what is it that you want? What is it that you're expecting from these black men or us black men? You want to feel protected. You want to feel like we got your back, that we will fight for you, that we will go to war for you, that we will lose, you know what I'm saying, our freedom if we have to for you. At least that what the message out there is. But when we're actually showing you that we're willing to fight for you, protect you, your honor, your dignity, your self-esteem, we're getting crucified. We're being judged. We're being ripped across the coals. What type of protection do you want from black men? See, it sounds good to say protect black women. It sounds good to say, oh, there's no black men out there that's willing to help us or stand up for us or stand in front of us to bite the bullet for us. That sounds real good. But when you actually see it, it puts a bad taste in your mouth, especially because you're saying it's in front of these white people. When we start not caring about how people see us or perceive us and do what is right, that's what it looks like. It looks like Will Smith slapping the dog shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. Now, that's an extreme. That is an extreme. But sometimes it looks like that. You want me to protect you behind closed doors or in boardrooms or courtrooms against other black men, right? Or people who's trying to harm you. You don't think what Chris Rock did was harmful to Jada Pinkett Smith? While her husband was sitting right there? You don't think that was harmful to her? Her emotions and things of that nature? Exactly. You're just speaking under the truth right now. Good morning, Colette. How you doing, baby? Because like when it happens, you don't know how to act. What's up, J Boss? How you doing, baby? Don't see things, J Boss, baby. When you that's your opinion. We need to stop speaking as our opinions are facts. He wasn't out of line to me. So it's not a period there for me. It's a period there for you, which is fine. The point is that we act as though everything that is right for us, everything that we think is right for the world. It's not. Like I said, we don't know what conversations Jada and Will have had, what her alopecia have done. And people kept saying, well, who knew that Chris Rock knew that she had alopecia? There's other jokes that he could have told besides picking on her hair and her looks. There's the whole entanglement thing that he could have talked about, which is the running joke for the past year or so. But she been diagnosed with alopecia. She was diagnosed with alopecia in 2018. She recently came out a couple months ago about saying her struggle on her Instagram. Now all of a sudden, a person who has been dogging you out for the past since 2016, since she started the whole Oscars are too white type of thing campaign, which you hosted, which you clowned her then. Now all of a sudden, you're telling me, as smart as Chris Rock is, as intelligent as Chris Rock is, as socially conscious as Chris Rock is, did he have a movie about hair and how important hair is to black women? Now this black woman comes out with her story about why she cut her hair and how harmful and painful it is to go through this struggle with alopecia. You're telling a joke about alopecia and expect her husband not to protect her? How is he wrong, period? How is he wrong, period? What's a little one? How you doing, baby? See, an opinion is just that, an opinion. We all have one. Do I think what he did, what Will did, was right? No. But I'm not going to work him over the coals. I'm not going to crucify him. He did what he thought was right in the moment. He saw his wife being embarrassed publicly. He saw his wife, being humiliated publicly by this individual who has been humiliating her publicly and talking mess about her publicly for years. He did something about it. How many women will want a man to stand up for them in the moment when they're being denigrated, crucified, talked about, put down? You know what I'm saying? So when people say, Will Smith was wrong because he shouldn't have done it there, he should have done it afterwards, why? Chris Rock told the joke right then and there. Chris Rock didn't care about how he made Jada and or Will feel. Everyone thought it was funny until Will started cussing his ass out from the audience after he did what he did. Then everybody realized, this is serious. In the moment. What good would it have done when we saw that Chris Rock humiliated her in front of 52 million people? What good would it have done for Will Smith to sit there and smile, be pleasant in the moment, and then correct them behind the scenes? Y'all on here on this apparatus, on this application, want to be there when someone corrects someone else on a lie. Y'all on here want to be there in the room, in the chat, in the live, when people are correcting someone else's mistakes or arguing back and forth. Y'all clamor to the chat rooms where people are constantly being messy and fussing and fighting with each other. Now all of a sudden y'all have this moral high ground to where you think that what Will Smith did was wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Period. See, that's a hypocrisy. That's why we can't be taken seriously as a people, because we don't know what we want. We're constantly sending mixed messages. Do as I say, not as I do. See, I will believe the commentary. What's up, Dr. Onside? Peace, love, April, baby. How you doing, mama? I will believe the commentary if the chat rooms that wasn't the messiest. He wasn't wrong. Wasn't the fullest. I would believe y'all saying that he was wrong or he was out of line or it was the wrong place, the wrong time, if y'all wasn't clamoring to the chat rooms and the consecrators who are the messiest, who keeps up the most shit, I will believe you then. You will have something to stand on. You have legs to stand on. You will have something to say, see, I don't do this because XYZ. But the chat rooms, the consecrators who are the messiest, who keeps up the most shit, have the fullest chat rooms. So that in itself tells me you want to see the mess. You don't want it to be behind the scenes. Y'all engage with questions and nonsense and BS to keep the shit stirred. Now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe, Food Junkie is supposed to believe, y'all have the moral high ground. Make it make sense. See, that's why I don't really take anyone too seriously on here, because you constantly contradict yourself. You like the mess, you like the BS, you like to be this, you like to do that, well, it's not. But all of a sudden, when you see it in your face, when you actually see it, oh, that shouldn't be done. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Then what's all the rah 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 about then? If you're not going to stand up or want your man to stand up for you in the moment, what's all the rah rah about? Exactly, Laura. And I wouldn't even call you guys hoes, but we all have a little mess in us. We all want to see a little sensationalism. All the while screaming, protect black women. But when you see a black man stand up in front of 52 million people to protect his black wife, it's a problem. Don't do it in front of those good white folks. Don't do it in front of these good white folks. We don't want them to get the wrong impression about us. They already think we're animals and monkeys and stuff. They're gonna think that regardless. They're gonna believe that regardless. They're gonna treat you that way regardless. They're calling you the N word regardless. And what's so insensitive about what Chris Rock did, like I said, he had a whole documentary to his daughters, a whole movie for his daughters to accept and appreciate their black hair. But now all of a sudden, you're mad at this woman and you choose to humiliate her in front of millions of people and her husband and expect no consequences for your actions. I am willing to bet, because people kept saying, well, I don't think he knew about her alopecia. We all heard about Jada Pinkett's alopecia. Yes, she's always had short hair. She looked damn good with her short hair. She had short hair since, like I said, since Demon Night, since from the Crypt. She has short hair since when she cut her hair off on Set It Off, when she cut the little braid she had in her hair. Yes, she's always had short hair. She looks good with short hair. She looks damn good with short hair. But regardless if it's a choice or if it's a medical condition, it's not for a black man or anyone to put her down and try to humiliate her in front of 52 million people. And when he made the choice to do that, Will made the choice to correct that bad behavior in front of 52 million people, regardless of how he looked in the process. Now, like I said yesterday, he felt bad and regretted it afterwards during his acceptance speech for his Oscar, because he had a moment to reflect. But in the moment that he did it, all he saw is that his wife was hurt. His wife was humiliated. He wanted to protect that black woman. Isn't that what we're calling for right now? Isn't that what the campaign is going on right now? Isn't that the agenda that is being pushed right now? Protect black women. Isn't that what is being done? So when you see it, when you actually experience it visually, you don't like how it looked. Let me read this comment, you guys. Exactly. Exactly, Darcy. Exactly. And little one, you know what? You're probably right, but guess what? We need to stop this whole thing. Is that, oh yeah, um, they're comedians, so they can say what they want to say. They have carte blanche to say what they want to say. No, comedians is there for me to talk about social issues, not personal ones, and that what makes it so different. The fact that I think that Chris Rock knows the importance of black crowns or black hair. What's up, baby? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I'm saying, Chris Rock knows the importance of how black hair affects black women. So when you're not have the ability to do that, he knew it was hurtful because Chris Rock was saying some hurtful stuff prior to this whole thing. It just makes no sense. What about how? On site, have we not heard the rumors about Will Smith having a white girlfriend over in Europe during the same time that Jada and August had the entanglement? Did we not hear about the same thing? Did Will not say himself he wanted to have sexual relationships with Holly Berry, and what was it about the black ballet dancer? How they do what they do in their marriage has nothing to do with us. How they choose to be committed and monogamous or choose to be um philanderers has nothing to do with us. What's up, Shakila, baby? How you doing? So she didn't embarrass him more so than what was said he did to her. Will have had more than one. Ex- oh, say the one I was going to say the same thing. He has been told to have had more than one extramarital marital situation. It's not something that, you know what I'm saying. I'm doing well, baby. Thanks for asking about that. I don't think she embarrassed him. I think that he was embarrassed because it got out. I think that embarrassed him, but I don't think her actions was something that was a surprise because he knew about the August Alsina situation. We didn't know about the August Alsina situation, and we have this sick mindset of men can do what they want to do, and women are supposed to accept it, but women can't do what they want to do, and men just accept it. That's what we looking on the outside looking in. What's up, the T Lounge? How you doing, baby? We are not in their marriage. We don't know the rules of engagement to their marriage. Only they have those rules. We thought it was disrespectful because it got out. But who knows if that was their choice to live in within that marriage? You know, so I don't think she embarrassed him. I think that it was an embarrassment for them, both of them. But at the same time, how embarrassing is it that people for years have called Will bisexual or called Will gay? Be careful, baby, while you're driving, baby. Be careful, sweetheart. Stopping at red lights. Don't let Jada see you, baby. She'll call the police on you. But yeah, we don't know that. And my thing is, if they have these rules of engagement in their marriage, was not that's their those are their rules. It may not be something that we like. It may not be something that we approve of. But who are we to approve of their situation? If they're comfortable with it, they're comfortable with it. And it shows you that regardless of what happened, they got each other's back. That's what I saw. That's what I see. And they said that. They said regardless of what happens with them was not, they will always have each other's back. And this is a prime example of it. Exactly, little one. Exactly. It's never been a secret. It's just that we never really had detailed names and detailed people coming out talking about it. We heard the whole thing about Will Smith. Was the reason why Tisha Campbell and Dwayne, what's his name? Not Dwayne Wayne. What's his name? God. Tisha Campbell and her husband got a divorce because Will Smith was too involved with Dwayne. I'm just saying we hear about these things all the time, whatever. So we can't start nitpicking about what we believe or what we don't believe. Either we believe all of it or we believe none of it. Or we just stay out of it. As far as a relationship situation, because no one wants you in that relationship. No one on here does. You can say it doesn't bother you. You can say it doesn't do this, doesn't do that, whatever. But the reality is, you know what I'm saying? It does. It does wear on you. And after decades of people talking mess about him, and this is the last straw, this is the straw that broke the camel's back, yeah. He protected his black woman by slapping the shit out of Chris Rock on national TV live in front of 52 million people. Do I think it's something that everyone should do? No. But when is enough enough? I asked that question in Nika's chat earlier today. When is enough enough? Someone mentions our name on here. We're cussing them out and going off and making 5011 videos about it. And now all of a sudden you want me to believe that you will take the high road and walk away? Someone mentions your name on here in a way that you don't like. In front of what? 100, 200 people. And you go on a rampage for 5011 videos. Now, all of a sudden, you want me to believe that you are live on national TV in front of 52 million people. Someone humiliates you or tries to, and you're going to sit there and smile and clap your hands. Mm-hmm. Great joke. Great joke. Great joke. Great joke. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy. It's the lies. The lies of my candy boy. It's the lies for me. Stop it. See, it starts by you telling the truth to yourself. So therefore, you are able to tell the truth to others. It's about you living in your truth on a daily basis. It's not that's not saying all this apology shit. No, don't tell me, show me. Yeah, first of all, it was scripted too. Until I realized, oh, this shit is real. You saw Lupita's face when Will started cussing and rolling that neck. When Will started cussing and rolling that neck around, did you see Lupita's face? She's like, damn, this shit is real. Because everybody thought it was fake. Until they heard Will cussing and rolling that neck. But like I said, like I can't like that's why like y'all really don't realize like I that's why I fuck with very few people on here. Very few. It was a beautiful face for you. It was like, oh. And then she come give me like a side, like I want to look at him dead on because he may slap the shit out of me, type of thing. So she come give me like you know the little side out to the side of her head. She come giving him that. But yeah, y'all asking for people to protect black women, but yet when a black man does protect a black woman, was not. We have to have all these debates about it. Was it right? Was it not right? Was it appropriate? Was it not appropriate? Things of that nature. Right. That was the eyes right there, Lawan. That was the eyes right there. She was giving them. That was the eyes she was giving them right there. And on site, that's what I was saying. Remember last time when I asked you, like on site, we know, like we don't want to. We ain't no killers, but don't push us. I said that's like don't get Chris rocked, baby. Don't get Chris rocked because it will happen. And y'all know there are certain people on here. If we were in the right situations with the wrong people or the wrong situations with the right people was not, they would get Chris rocked. It just is what it is. Like I said, not saying that it's right. Not saying that it's something that you do on a daily basis that you go around slapping the shit out of people. It's not. No, I'm Dave Chappelle on his show. Remember that little skit that he had go just he was going around slapping people as Rick James, I think it was. We ain't doing that, but at the same time, we know there's some people on here that we would like to slap the shit out of, slap the tits out their mouth. We also know there are some police calling ass bitches on here as well. You know, we also know there are some police calling ass bitches on here as well. If you even come to the city, was that they're figuring out ways to, you know what I'm saying, call the police and trying to get you hemmed up. Like I'm saying, like I can't, like you really can't take these people serious or whatever. You really can't take them seriously. You really can't. It's all them teeth in his damn mouth that certified that chin. Let me stop. Because like I said, I do like Chris Rock. I do think he's funny. I do think he's talented. You know what I'm saying? And he is, you know what I'm saying, one of the best who ever done it. But that was just a bad move on his part. It was a bad move. You know, you get Chris Rock, stop playing with me. I'm not the one. Don't do that with me. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't like the if y'all saw Jada's face, like she was laughing because she knows it was a cute little routine. Was like then she started thinking, hold up, this motherfucker's coming for me, and then she stopped laughing. Then Will stopped laughing. Yeah, he was laughing initially with that because it was cool. He was trying to go along with the flow. It's not. But y'all also did see like once when they took the camera off of him, and y'all did y'all hear Chris Rock say, "Okay, here come King Richard." Y'all heard? Did y'all hear Chris Rock say that? Yeah. Not feeding semen to baby. But yeah, when he saw Will come up there, he like, "Oh, here come King Richard." King Richard. That's what he said because he knew that energy. He knew the energy that he gave. He knew that he messed up, and then he really did stop laughing for a moment and stop smiling for a moment until Will went up there, no words, no nothing, no this, no that, and rocked them and sat back down. Exactly. He knew he crossed the line, and in Will's book, like I said, like we don't know what was going on in Will's mind. Will in Will's book, Will said that he felt like a coward his whole life because he, even as a child, he sat there and watched his mom be abused by his father, and he couldn't protect her. So that's why he also was crying in his speech when he talked about protecting his family. Because in his book that was released sometime last year, he wrote that in his book that he felt like a coward because he couldn't protect his mom. He felt that he didn't do enough to protect his mom from being abused by his father. While he sat there and watched that, you know, it's like we don't know what's going on in people's minds and people's mindsets was that we're thinking that we're going to push them and prod them was not. Like I always say, stop pushing people. What's up, Rochelle? How you doing, baby? Yeah, that's what I was saying, Rochelle. Yeah, right. When the Smiths started the Oscars Too White campaign, and that was the year that Chris Rock hosted. So Chris Rock took it personal as if they were talking about him. So in his opening monologue was now he went in on the Smiths, Jada and Will. And the thing is, prior to that, they were friends. They were acquaintances. They were cool. They were cordial to one another, was not. But after 2016, I see what you're looking as, Jaded Nerd, baby. How you doing, baby? Your hair looking good, by the way. Your hair looking real good. You know? And that's what it was. Since 2016, they've been having this on again. Well, actually, Chris Rock has been having these petty moments where anytime he get a moment to dog them, he would. And Chris Rock thought that, oh, this is a perfect time for me to get back at them since 2016. And Will Smith said, not on today, motherfucker, no, you won't. And he Chris Rocked them. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's saying, oh, well, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay, well, but what about the total campaign of protect black women? Is not Jada Pinkett Smith a black woman? Is not her man black, so shouldn't he protect his woman? Why should he wait till a commercial break? Why should he wait till at the party? Chris Rock didn't tell the joke at the party. Chris Rock told the joke in front of 52 million people, live. See, we can't sit here and ask people to protect black women what's not, and when someone does, you tell them how to do it, how it's not inappropriate to do it, how it's not right to do it in front of white people. If not in front of white people was not, what better way to show the world that you're down for your black woman? If not in front of white people, where else is it not for you to show that you are down for your black woman, where you can possibly risk it all? See, it'd be different if it was someone like me who went up there and smacked Chris Rock. I'm not Hollywood royalty. I'm not established. I'm not part of the establishment of Hollywood. I'm not part of this generation of Hollywood foundation. Will Smith is. Well, I just don't want him to get blackballed. He's not getting blackballed. They're going to get past this. They're going to move on with it. We're going to talk about it for another week or so, but they're going to get past it. I saw all these tweets from Rob Reiner and all those people that way. He's, you know what? Shut your old ass up. See, you can tell who punks are, especially on here in this sector of YouTube. You can tell who punks are. Because the ones who have all this mouth are the ones, oh, he's going to jail. Oh, he's being sued. I don't want nothing to happen. Girl, shut up. Shut up. You keep up more shit in a little bit. You do more shit. You do more shit talking in a little bit. Someone needs to Chris Rock your ass. I'm just saying. The Chris Rock. Exactly. Well, see, the thing is, Chris Rock never apologized for one, for the joke, but Chris Rock said, I will. Where he said, keep my name, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. I will. Yeah. Now that you got rocked, you will. Now that you got your shit on, got them paws put on you, now you will. This is why people say it's inappropriate. Why does it have to get to the point to where I need to put my hands on you for you to stop? Was something inappropriate? See, that's the question I ask. Why can't you stop when I ask you to stop initially? Why do I have to put my hands on you in order for you to stop, or in order for you to get the message that I'm serious? I'm not playing with you. See, people say that, well, Will Smith shouldn't have done it. Well, it's not right. He probably shouldn't have done it. But guess what? He shouldn't have had to have done it, is what I'm saying. He shouldn't have had to have done it. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have had to put his hands on somebody else, not in order for them to stop. And people don't get that. Just like I tell you people all the time, leave me alone. I'm telling you to leave me alone. I'm asking you to leave me alone. Keep me out of your bullshit. Yes, talk about the shit that I've done on here. Talk about the shit that have happened to me that y'all seen on here was not. But there's even then there's a fine line between you're trying to bully and provoke, and you're just telling the story. And I understand a lot of people on here are not intelligent enough to understand that concept or grasp that concept. There's a fine line between telling the story based on what you saw and putting some stank on it for attention. And the attention that you may receive may not be the attention that you get. You can't tell me Why not? How I should be offended, or how I should react or interact because you offended me. We love to try to control someone else's emotions and someone else's response, but yet we don't take accountability for what we've put out there to warrant such a response, to warrant such a reaction. But yet all the while we're screaming, protect black women. All the while we're screaming, protect black women. But yet when someone does protect the black woman, well, it's not, oh, he went too far. He shouldn't have done that. He should apologize. Or he should think about how white the white society is going to treat him now. How they're going to blackball him or outdo him. What's not. What's up, Tito? How you doing, man? You can't have it both ways. Either you want us as black men to protect black women, regardless of consequences and situations and circumstances, or you want us to think about how the white society and the other society is going to treat us and handle us once we do protect you. Like I can't, I can't. We can't have it both ways. We are always so sensitive to someone else's vision of us, opposed to being sensitive to how we are presenting ourselves to the world. We're telling the world to treat us like shit. We are telling the world they can say and do whatever they want to say and do to us because we do it to each other. So why should it matter for us to demand the respect from each other and from them? People only treat you how you allow them to treat you. And when you start demanding respect from not only self, but from people who look like you, other people will start respecting you as well. Because they see that we respect each other and they know that we are stronger as a unit than we are as individuals. They want to keep us divided. They want to keep us individuals because they know that we don't have that strength that we have when we are together and united. We're always saying, I hear a lot, especially on this side of YouTube, in this sector, we're the only race that don't stick together. We're the only race that don't do this. We're the only race that don't do that. Excuse me 1 second, you guys. We're so divided on common decency, common interaction with one another. We're so divided on that, but yet we wonder why we are divided as a culture, as a race. Exactly. And we wonder why everyone else treats us the way we do. Because they look at how we, yeah, they look at how we treat each other. But what do I say on here all the time, you guys, those who watch me? I watch how you befriend and defriend everyone else. Because this is a direct correlation to how you're going to befriend and defriend me. So therefore, I'm going to have to handle you the way I need to handle you to protect myself. That's all other races do. They look at how we treat each other and realize, oh, if they can treat each other that way, shit, hell, they're gonna treat us the same way. But they don't realize we don't have that mentality. We have been, it has been embedded in us over centuries to treat each other this way. It takes us to knowingly and willingly and willfully want to treat each other differently, to treat each other better, to treat each other with respect and love. But that comes from a lack of self love and self respect, a lack of that. Why do you think I always end every broadcast with love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and respect someone else? Because when you don't have it for yourself, you can't show it to your fellow man. You can't show it to your fellow brother, your fellow sister, your fellow human being. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right, Lawan. And that's why people will say, if Black Lives Matter, why doesn't it matter to us? If if we want people to believe that Black Lives Matter should matter to everyone else, it has to start with us. Black lives has to start mattering to us. Respect for us have to start with us. We cannot sit up here and expect others to do for us that we're not willing and capable of doing for ourselves. We can't do that. It's unfair to hold someone else to a standard that we don't even hold ourselves to. It's unfair for us to demand from others that we don't even demand of ourselves. You may like me, you may dislike me, whatnot. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me. But that is what it is, and that's just the truth. I'm not trying to harp on anything, but what like I said, the dynamics of what happened last night at the Oscars between Will Smith and Chris Rock, it was disparaging on all sides. It was hurtful and harmful on all sides because it showed that the disregard that this man had for this woman and her situation in this moment. And it's unfortunate that a man had to get up and physically assault someone in order to garner respect from that individual. It was unfortunate on both sides. It showed a lot of damage that we have as a community. It showed the others that we don't respect each other, no matter how much prestige and money and clout they have. I can still put you down in front of millions of people across the world and have no disregard for you as a black woman, Chris Rock. And it shows that, what I'm saying, I couldn't, or I felt so disrespected by you, my brother, that I had to put hands on you, Will Smith. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I'm not going to dog Will for doing what he did because I know me. I know me. And what do I always say? Anybody and everybody can get it. It doesn't make me a bad person. Don't make me a horrible person. Don't make me a demon or a demonic individual. It's not. No, it makes me a human being. It makes me a human being, and I hope that people get away from the conversation of, I'm so sorry that it happens in front of these white people. Who cares where it happened? He insulted a black woman in front of all these white people. He dogged out a black woman in front of the world. So your correction needs to be in front of the world. How many times have we heard on here people say, well, your content was in front of the world. Your content was, in front of all of us. So we expect an apology in front of all of us. We expect to know what happened, XYZ, whatever. And when you don't do that, whatever, people make content about that. Oh, why didn't they talk about it in front of everybody? Why I gotta go behind the scenes? Y'all are hypocrites. Y'all are double minded. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Either you want the mess or you don't want the mess. Either you want to protect black women or you don't want to protect black women. It just is what it is. I'm not trying to sit up here and decipher when and where and how and why I need to protect my black woman. You want me to protect the black woman? Was not. I'm a protector at all times, whenever and however I think I deem fit to do so. I'm not going to take a consensus of a group of people who have no involvement in it as how I need to protect what's mine, what I love, what I cherish, what I have to go home to, what I gotta, go with. And I'm not going to tell you how to protect yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to tell anyone on here who is married that your partner, your spouse, or who's in a relationship was not your partner, your spouse, shouldn't protect you the way they see fit to protect you, the way you want them to protect you. I'm crazy. And you crazy for listening to me. I've heard people on here was not content creators, well, some I like some that I don't really care for, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Say if their husband, if their partner, if their whomever, significant other, didn't do that, they'll have a problem. Oh, no, that's what they expected this person to do. Come on now. And then the same breath you say Will Smith was wrong. You can't say that. You're no different than Will Smith. He may be a celebrity with money, but he's still a human being. Jada's still a human being. That's why I said we expect too much from these people. It's like these people aren't put on this earth as gods. They're human beings who happen to have some talent, who actually got put on with their talent. That's who they are. It's not what they are. They happen to be a actor. That's their job. Like your job may be working at Burger King or McDonald's or wherever you work at. Hey, Miss Queenie, baby. Bad joke, bad reaction. The situation diminishes the fact that there are a lot of Oscars first. See, I don't follow. See, and I definitely agree with you saying, Miss Queenie. I definitely agree with what you're saying. It did diminish that there was a lot of Oscar first. But guess what? I stopped watching the Oscars when Angela Bassett didn't win for What Love Had to Do with It, and that girl won for Blue Sky. That's when I stopped watching the Oscars. I really did. Like when Jessica Lange, when Jessica Lange beat out Angela Bassett for best actress in a movie, when she played the hell out of that Tina Turner role, and Jessica Lange was with damn Tommy Lee Jones on a goddamn beach swinging a goddamn scarf around. Yeah, I was on the Oscars then, so I don't care what was going on with the Oscars since that. When was that long? How long was that? 20-something years ago. I'm silly, but yeah, I was done with the Oscars then. When Angela didn't win, I was done. So I don't care what first happened. I don't care. That had nothing to do with me. I don't care. It had nothing to do with me. I was done then. But I think that it would have been worse if Will didn't just say nothing at all and just sat there and kept on moving. Because that would have gave Chris Rock the permission to do it again. And that would have gave other people permission to do it again. And to insult Jada, insult Will, insult their family. And for me, as a man and the head of household, that's more significant than all this other bullshit that's going on with the Oscars. That has nothing to do with me. I don't care about all that. I don't care about a black man producing it. I don't care about Afro Latina girl winning. I don't care about um, um, what's that thing? Soul. What's his name? Questlove winning Oscar. I don't care about none of that. That has nothing to do with me. Fuck all that. My family is what's important to me, and that's what I saw with the Oscars. That's what I saw with that situation. I saw that Will Smith is willing to stand up for his family, to literally stand 10 toes down. That's what it looks like to me. What Will Smith did, that what 10 toes down looks like. Everyone screaming 10 toes down, 10 toes down. I'm down for this, I'm down for that. Well, it's not. But when push comes to shove, based on commentary on these YouTube streets in this beef sector, I call bullshit and hypocrisy. This is what it is. 10 toes down meaning you're willing to go to jail. You're willing to lose everything to stand up for your family, to demand respect for your family, no matter where you are. That's what 10 toes down looks like for me. That's what appreciating and accepting and loving and supporting and protecting your family looks like to me. Anywhere, anytime. Anyone, any place can catch these hands. We'll get Chris Rock if you count it off the wrong way. And I would do it with confidence and tell you to keep my name, so to keep my family's name out your motherfucking mouth. Period. Especially my wife. See, y'all don't realize. Did y'all know that Will Smith was actually accepted to MIT? Did y'all realize that Will Smith was actually part of the Mesas? Did y'all realize Will Smith is actually really uber intelligent? Will Smith, before he started rapping, was accepted to MIT. And the summer before he was going to go to MIT, his rap career took off. Did y'all realize that? Did y'all realize Will Smith is actually very intelligent? I'm just saying, like, we don't think about these things. And some may say that was not an intelligent move that he made, but I think it was something that needed to be done. And it's no different than when someone names get spoken here on this YouTube in this YouTube sector. They don't mind jumping on camera and cussing and fussing and going off and going in on somebody who mentioned their name wrong. To me, it's no difference. It's just on a larger, much larger scale. There is no difference to me. You verbally whoop somebody's ass, he physically whooped someone's ass. And then Charmaine was like, "Well, I don't believe that he would have done it to someone his own size." Well, if Chris Rock opened his mouth the wrong way, Will Smith closed it. There's no different than us on here saying we will cuss out, you know what I'm saying, the elderly, the sick, the impoverished. Right, Ms. Queenie? Like, this is cute to talk about, but the reality is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It really doesn't affect me one way or the other. It really doesn't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm you're kind of well informed, Miss Quinny. You know a little bit about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of like me. You know a little bit about a lot of things. But yeah, Will Smith is actually intelligent. He's just not some dumb black person who just got put on with acting, modeling, or modeling. I don't know if he models or not, but acting and rapping and things of that nature. He's actually really intelligent. So if he did get blackballed out of Hollywood, he has enough money, enough confidence, enough swagger, enough name recognition and appeal to probably do better outside of Hollywood. Probably do much better outside of Hollywood. But that's what he loves to do. He gonna do everything he needs to do with his production company because he has a production company as well that actually make movies. That he's also executive producer. Like he is the one who is executive producing Bel Air, the new remake of his show. So yeah, he's gonna be in Hollywood. I'm not worried about him being blackballed. I'm not worried about people not want to work with him. Was not. People will look at that as an isolated incident. You know what I'm saying? They don't see Will Smith as the typical black man. They may treat him as a typical black man, but they don't look at him as that. And this may be a spot on his record, but guess what? He'll be okay. He'll find a way to do what he needs to do. He is truly capable and confident in being the person that he was meant to be. Him and his wife stands in what they actually do and what they believe in and how they will vigorously protect their family. And that's what we need to get out of this. There are people out there, black men out there, willing to protect their black woman, to protect black women, to protect their family unit, regardless of what we see it as to be, good, bad, and or different. It's not up to us to pass judgment on what they do, how they do it. It's up to us to either accept it or not accept it, to deal with it or not deal with it, be down or not be down. Now, some people say, well, Food Junkie, you just a violent person. Well, not. Sometimes I am. I told y'all every day I choose to be nice. Every day I choose to be quiet. Every day I choose not to be digging someone's ass. You know what I'm saying? Every day being nice is a choice. I've always said that. Y'all know that. Those who watched me for a while. Y'all know I've always said being nice is a choice. Being nice is a choice for me. I choose to be nice. I choose to be pleasant. I choose to be, you know what I'm saying, meek and well mannered. Because my first reaction is to bust somebody in their face. to prove a point, to leave a mark. That's my first reaction. It really truly is. I have to keep myself from doing that because that's not what I need to do. I don't want to be seen as that violent individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just don't know what type of struggles people go through in life, what type of work you do to yourself, or do put yourself through in order for you to make it day by day. You don't know that, so you may say the wrong thing or something that is not okay that day, and then someone may flip out. Someone may say the wrong thing to you one day, and you may flip out. You will want the graciousness and courtesy was not to be forgiven and given a second chance. It was a moment of, you know what I'm saying, reaction on Will's part. I won't say bad reaction, just reaction. He reacted to the pain and hurt that his wife was going through. He wanted to protect the black woman, his black woman. And now he's being ridiculed for it. While people still screaming and yelling, protect black women. Oh, y'all want to crucify Tory Lanez for quote unquote shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, but yet you don't want to look past Will correcting um, Chris Rock for making fun and jokes about his wife. Okay, I got it. That's what we're doing now. But yeah, I'm just saying, y'all. Like it's funny to me how this conversation is going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Oh, have anyone checked on Chris Rock? I'm sure he's okay. Shit, he was okay when he was talking. He'll be okay now. Everyone's focused on Will and Jada. Will and Jada. Will and Jada. Those ones who was offended. I don't. I mean, when someone, I hate to say this was not when someone gets sexually abused, you don't check on the abuser. You check on the one who's being abused. If someone's being battered, you don't check on the batterer. You check on the battered. You know what I'm saying? You don't check on the person who did the grievance. You check on the person that was aggrieved. Anyways, y'all, I just want to cut this conversation was not, you know what I'm saying, and tie what happened with yesterday at the Oscars with Will and Chris Rock to this whole, you know, mindset of let's protect black women, because when it does happen, you do see it, it makes you uncomfortable. But yeah, all the while you're screaming protect black women. It has to make sense. We can't have it both ways. Either we want black women to be protected at all times in every situation they're in, or we're okay with certain people, you know, saying denigrating black women in front of the good white folks. Do we want to make the good white folks comfortable by letting them keep on believing and pushing out the narrative that black men aren't there to protect and defend the honor of their wives and themselves? Or we truly want to protect black women? Now that's a question I have for the people. You don't see it as protecting black women because it was just a joke? The whole saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt? Then why do we comment so much on what each other say about us if words don't hurt? I accept that question. If it's just words, why are we so quick to respond and react to the words that come out of people's mouths here on YouTube? I'm just asking y'all, does it make sense or is it just me? Because I could be wrong. I'm not always right. I'm always right to myself, but it takes more than just me to make the world go around. You know, ask ourselves those questions. Do we really want to protect black women? And what does that look like to us? What does protecting black women look like to us? Because what I saw yesterday was Will protecting his wife, a black woman. That's what I saw yesterday. But anyway, y'all, this your boy Food Junkie. I love you guys so much for being here. Y'all know I do. But as always, it's not important that I love you. It's important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Until next time, you guys, I'll talk to you. Hope you guys have a great day or a great week. Hope you had a great weekend. Y'all be safe out there in the real world and on these YouTube streets. Not every conversation needs to be an argument, and not every argument needs to lead to, what I'm saying, the visceral, vile attacks on each other. Because they're just words, right? Y'all have a great day. Love you guys. Bye bye. Thank you, Miss Diva, baby. You too, sweetheart.